Are there giants in the Pacific Northwest? Now, this is something you won't see in the news. This is something that most people don't talk about. But over the past 60 years, there have been reports of these giant like creatures in the Pacific Northwest. Now, there was this man named Jeremiah. Jeremiah and his brother were a ranch hand in Central Oregon. And they worked on this ranch that had over 1,000 acres. Over the time span of 2 weeks, they started to notice several of the cattle had disappeared. Now, they thought maybe another rancher was coming and stealing these cattle in the middle of the night. So they decided to set up camp out in the pasture with the cows. Well, that night, they get their camp set up and it started to get dark. They notice this fog kind of moving over the hills. And eventually, it was very hard to see. Well, after about midnight, Jeremiah's brother spots these moving lights off in the horizon. There are two lights, and they are moving in their direction. And as these lights approach them, they start to realize these aren't lights. These are eyes looking at them. And as the fog starts to break, they see what appears to be a 30 to 40 foot giant. This thing looked like a very tall, lanky, skinny man. It had very long fingers with yellow fingernails. It had sharp, jagged teeth. It had a flat, sunk-in face. It had hair that went all the way down to its waist. And it had some type of horn or antlers protruding from its head. So Jeremiah and his brother, they take aim at this thing. And that's when it started to emit a very high-pitched frequency, which Jeremiah and his brother, they fall to the ground. As they lay there helpless, they watch this thing pick up a cow like it was nothing and run off into the fog. The very next day, they read in the newspaper that several small earthquakes had occurred in the area. And to them, they thought it had something to do with that giant they encountered the night before.